Imagine this. It's April 1973. You live in a small town in Illinois. Quiet, rural, the kind of place where nothing strange ever happens. But one night, something scratches at your door. You open it and see a creature unlike anything you've ever known. Pink eyes glowing in the dark. 3 legs. Claws. A scream that doesn't sound human. This wasn't a nightmare. This was the night the people of Enfield met the monster. The first encounter. Henry McDaniel was the first to see it. He lived in a small house near the railroad tracks with his wife and children. On the night of April 25th, his kids told him something strange was scratching at the front door. At first he thought it was just a dog or maybe a stray cat. But when he opened the door, what he saw would haunt him forever. Standing in the darkness was a creature about 5 feet tall. Its body looked twisted, hunched. It had 2 short arms like stubs and 3 legs that ended in claws. And then the eyes, glowing, pinkish red, shining like flashlights in the night. McDaniel grabbed his pistol and fired 4 shots. He swore 2 of them hit, but the creature didn't fall. Instead, it hissed like a wild cat, leapt into the air, and bounded away into the brush, covering 75 feet in just 3 jumps. When police arrived, they found tracks near McDaniel's home. But these weren't normal tracks. They looked like the footprints of a dog, except each print had 6 toes. Fear spreads through. Enfield news of McDaniel's encounter spread quickly. Neighbors said they had heard the same high-pitched cries in the dark. Children refused to play outside at night. Families locked their doors earlier than usual. The town of Enfield had fallen into panic. And then Henry McDaniel saw it again. This time, he caught a glimpse of it near the railroad tracks. He described it as gray, almost slimy, with those glowing pink eyes staring back at him. Again, it leapt away before he could react. McDaniel told reporters, if they do find it, they'll find more than one, and they won't be from this planet. The media storm. By now, the Enfield Monster had become a media sensation. Local newspapers picked up the story. Radio shows broadcast McDaniel's description, and with each telling, the monster became more terrifying. Soon, monster hunters flooded into Enfield. Armed groups of young men roamed the countryside with shotguns and flashlights, searching for the creature. They fired at shadows, at noises, even at bushes moving in the wind. The police had to step in, warning that someone would get hurt. But the legend had already taken root. Other witnesses. McDaniel wasn't the only one to see it. A boy named Greg Garrett claimed that just minutes before McDaniel's encounter, he was playing in his yard when the monster appeared. Greg said it stepped toward him, crushing the grass under its strange, 3-legged body. He ran inside, terrified, telling his parents the same thing McDaniel would describe later that night. Another group of locals swore they heard its cries, shrill, unnatural, echoing across the fields. Police officers admitted they couldn't explain the tracks they found. And yet, just as quickly as it appeared, the monster vanished. So what exactly was the Enfield Monster? Some said it was nothing more than an escaped kangaroo. A local man admitted he had kept exotic pets before, and the strange 3-legged hop could have been the bounding of a frightened animal. But that doesn't explain the glowing pink eyes, or the clawed tracks with 6 toes. Others believed it was a wild ape or some kind of deformed bear. But again, the description didn't match. No known animal had 3 legs, or could leap 75 feet in just a few bounds. Then came the paranormal theories. That same month in 1973, multiple UFO sightings were reported across Illinois. Some researchers believe the monster was connected, an alien creature, maybe stranded or sent to observe. Henry McDaniel himself said he didn't believe it was from Earth. Skeptics brushed it off as mass hysteria. They argued the townsfolk were spooked by McDaniel's story, and every noise in the night became proof of the monster. But skeptics can't erase the fact that multiple people described the same thing, and the police themselves admitted to seeing tracks they couldn't explain. After a few weeks, the sightings stopped. The monster disappeared as suddenly as it had arrived. But Enfield was never the same. The story stuck. It became part of local folklore, told at sleepovers, whispered in dark bars, printed in cryptid books. To this day, the Enfield Monster is one of the strangest cases in American cryptid history. Not Bigfoot, not Mothman, something else entirely. For years, paranormal investigators have returned to Enfield, some connected to other strange events of the 1970s. Waves of UFOs, mysterious creatures, unexplained encounters. It was an era of high strangeness, and the Enfield Monster fit right in. So, what really happened that spring night in 1973? Was Henry McDaniel just exaggerating a simple animal encounter? Was it all hysteria, fueled by fear and media attention? Or did the people of Enfield truly witness something otherworldly, something that doesn't belong on Earth? Henry McDaniel believed what he saw. Greg Garrett believed it too. And the people who heard those unearthly cries in the dark, they never forgot. The tracks, the glowing eyes, the screams that didn't sound human. It all remains unexplained. The Enfield Monster may have vanished, but the fear it left behind still lingers in that quiet Illinois town. And maybe, just maybe, it's still out there, waiting for the next door to scratch on.